If you're a real estate agent or broker, you likely fall into one of three categories. You've either thought about using Zillow, you're currently using Zillow, or you have used Zillow to generate leads. Now, no matter which category you fall into, you've probably wondered, how do they actually generate those leads and what do their ads actually look like? Like, how are they representing you to generate these leads? Well, this is a topic that's way more important than you think, and especially if you're thinking about using Zillow or you're currently using them. So that's exactly what we're diving deeper into this video, and in order to do that, we gotta hop over to my computer, so let's do that right now. If you're new here, my name is Mike Banks, and I've been in the real estate industry for just over 11 years now. And on this channel, I talk about the two things that are really gonna push that needle in your real estate business, and that is marketing and sales, attracting more prospects, converting those prospects, and ultimately earning more commission. So if you're into that kind of content, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Now, quick, small little disclaimer before we get started here. This video is not at all meant to slander Zillow or their business model or anything like that whatsoever. I know a lot of teams, real estate agents and brokers that are doing quite well with Zillow and some that are not so much. This is just to help you make a more informed and educated decision if you're considering using Zillow services. So what does a Zillow ad look like and how do they actually generate the leads for you? Well, we'll pop into Zillow.com here right now. And let's go to my favorite market, Phoenix. Nice, hot, popular market. And we're just gonna show here what a consumer sees, right? So this is the process that the consumer goes through to ultimately get to you and talk to you on the phone or email or text or however that conversation looks. So right away, we see a bunch of these owned by Zillow. You may or may not be aware of what that is all about. If you aren't, I did a video specifically on whether Zillow actually competes directly against you, the real estate agent. You can check that video out right here. Goes into depth on whether there's any kind of competition or direct competition going on with you and against you, the real estate agent. So how they ultimately end up talking to you is if they click, let's not click on one of these Zillow listings because we don't want to support Zillow, do we? Let's click on this listing right here. It's from Crane Real Estate. So Zillow doesn't actually run an ad for you. So it's not like on Facebook or Google or YouTube or anything like that, or traditional marketing, so like a bus bench or flyers, anything like that, where the marketing is all designed around you and your brand and your name and your everything, right? All your branding. Zillow doesn't actually run ads. All that they have is on this listing right here is this little contact agent button. So if a consumer were to click on this listing, they wanted to learn more information, they would click this button. And see what I mean? Like, there's no branding whatsoever. You, the agent that they're ultimately going to end up speaking to, you're not mentioned here at all. It's just this little form where the person would put their name, their phone number, their email, whether that's a real name, a real phone number and email, that's to be decided because it doesn't always happen. And once they hit contact agent, that information is fired off to Zillow, who's going to contact them, as well as whoever the agent is or agents, because usually there's multiple agents buying these zip codes. So this one right here, 85033, whichever agents are paying Zillow to advertise and buy this zip code will get this submission as soon as it is completed. So again, as you can see, this is not really an ad. This isn't really advertising, even though if you go back to Zillow.com, let's go to the main homepage. I guess I already could have clicked it, but yeah, if you click on advertise, this is where if you were an agent or a broker, you would get started and you go through Zillow's whole process to ultimately try to sell you to buy their leads from them. So it's not really advertising, right? Because everything that's going on here, they aren't advertising you or your brand. They're advertising the Zillow brand. They're just kind of the middle person. So when somebody, again back to that listing, when somebody clicks on that contact agent, where was that right here? They're just the middle person, right? When somebody clicks on this contact agent, Zillow gets the information, but then you do as well. And like I said earlier, as far as, does Zillow directly compete against you or with you? Load this back up. Go check out that video I talked about earlier because it will go into depth. But if you just read right here really quick, by pressing contact agent, you agree that Zillow Group and its affiliates and real estate professionals may call, text you about your inquiry. So Zillow is basically straight up saying that, hey, we're gonna contact you as well. So So you got to kind of think about this in the shoes and in the eyes of the consumer, right? The consumer who is, so when I say consumer, the potential home buyer who is inquiring about this property and filling out this information, what they're seeing and what they're experiencing before they ultimately talk to you. Before they talk to you, everything they're experiencing is Zillow. It's Zillow, 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 Zillow. It even says right here that someone from Zillow is going to contact them, which they do. So by the time they talk to you, they might be a little bit annoyed at that point because they might not fully understand why they are talking to you. So if you want to advertise, like truly advertise in a way and in a manner that you actually represent yourself and your brand and your business, head on over to www.realestatedealaccelerator.com, where I put some free training together on the formula on how you can grow your business in your name, your brand, with no contracts, no monthly fees, and without these guys, Zillow. So go check that out now. And if you like this kind of content, consider watching one of these other videos on my channel, and consider subscribing, hitting that bell notification so you can be updated when future videos come out. See you in the next video. Boom.